When wasn't you there for your luggage?
The hospital.
At the hospital. Okay. What was happening at the hospital?
She fell.
She fell. And where did she fall?
She fell on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there in time.
And what happened next?
She she lost too much blood
She lost too much blood.
and she went in a coma.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there.
And
I wasn't there.
where were you at the time when your mother fell?
I was on my way.
You was on your way. And where did your mum fall? At the hospital or at home?
At the hospital.
She fell at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
What was she doing at the hospital when she fell?
She was there because
Mm-hmm.
she said she had chest pain
Mm-hmm.
and they kept her. And
Mm-hmm.
she was trying to get up to go use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And she 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 didn't want to wait
Mm-hmm.
for anyone to help her. So she got up herself.
Yeah.
She fell.
Okay. And what happens when you get to the hospital?
People were in the room. People were in the room. And they're
Mm-hmm.
running in and out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked the nurse, where, what's going on? And the nurse says, like, you can't go in. You can't go in. And I don't go in. And they tell me they're trying to clean up because your mother fell. And they wouldn't let me go in until they cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
And
So what happens next after they've cleaned your mother up?
they take her down for a test to get a CAT scan.
Mm-hmm.
Then they bring her back up. And
Mm-hmm.
she's still bleeding. And the doctors aren't stitching her up. And I asked them to get somebody to stitch her up.
Yeah.
And then she told me she her head, there was a lot of pain in the back of her head, and she's holding the back of her head.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me to give her her purse and her cell phone, and I did that.
Mm.
I told her me and Jason were going to go across the street to get something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, okay. And I left. Then, when I was eating the pizza with Jason, I got a call, and my sister said that I better get back to the hospital
Mm.
because my mother lost consciousness. And when we went back, she was in intensive care. And they told me that they put her on the ventilator, but she probably would not wake up. And if she did, she would be a vegetable because she had a brain hemorrhage due to the fall. It cut one of her veins in the back of her neck. And she never woke up. We took her off the ventilator and she breathed for 10 days on her own until she died in hospice. And she died the day before my birthday. And I wasn't there for her.
But you were there for her, weren't you? Because you got there. You were on the way to the hospital. And as you got there, she'd fallen. But you were there with her. You were there where she asked you, can you pass her her bag and her frame? You were there with her. What happened after when she went into the coma? What was happening with you after that?
I stayed with her in the hospital, praying that she would wake up. I slept there for about 2 nights and prayed, thinking she would wake up.
So you were there with her. You stayed with her the whole time.
The whole time she was in the coma. I talked to her, hoping that she would hear me. Mom, I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry I moved. That I should have been there for you.
Okay.
Will you forgive me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Estelle?
I'm sorry.
So if you can imagine that this guilt is actually in your body, where do you think that you've kept this emotion, these feelings? Where in your body?
My legs.
In your legs. Okay. And if these emotions had a texture, what texture would they be?
Like an alligator skin.
Like an alligator skin. Okay. And if it had a colour, what colour would they be?
Gray.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want you to do is I just want you to imagine. Just imagine that energy now. What I want you to do is I want you to remove that grey alligator skin texture energy. Remove it from your legs. You can use your hands or you can energetically move it with your mind. Just imagine all that grey energy, that rough alligator skin texture. Just imagine it and breathe in your body. And just tell me when that's done. That's it, there we go. Just remove all of that energy from your legs. There we go. Just take it there. You don't need that anymore.
I don't want it.
You don't need it anymore. You just let me know when it's done.
I don't want it anymore.
No.
I don't carry the burden anymore.
No. Has all that energy been removed?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
So now, just imagine where that energy was. What would you like to put back in its place?
Energy,
Mm-hmm.
vibrancy,
Mm-hmm.
and love.
Very good. Okay, that's beautiful. And if it had a colour, what colour would you like it to be?
Green.
Green. So just imagine now, just filling up that empty space all over your legs with green energy, green vibrancy, green love. Just fill it all up. And just let me know when that's done.
It's done.
Very good. Okay. So now just going back. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And we're just going to go back to the memory of when Estelle goes into the coma. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now, at this memory. What else is happening in this memory?
I'm talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel her spirit in the room,
You feel a spirit in the room.
in the hospital room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to her. Mom, I hope you'll wake up. If you don't, oh, I love you. And I know you can hear me. And I feel like you're going to wake up. I just know you can hear me. I know you can hear me. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, I moved away. I was stupid and I was, I was too caught up in my own problems again. And it was selfish of me to leave, but felt like you were angry with me and, well, that you blame me for Mark's death. And I just wish you know me. I know, and I know you do. I realize you do. Realize you do. Realize you do.
Okay, sure. We are all spirits in time and space. And when you're there, in this moment, and you're talking to your mum, and you know she can hear you, I just want you to imagine, I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and I want you to imagine that you're talking from your mum's perspective, and you are speaking as your mum. Just lend your mind and your lips to your mum's spirit, and I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and I want to talk to Estelle. And just let it be, and let whatever comes to mind come to mind. 3, 2, and 1. Allow the connection for Estelle. Estelle?
Yes.
Hello, thank you for the connection today, Estelle. I'm here with Sharon, and she's telling me about when you died, and when she was talking to you when you was in a coma. Can you remember what she said? Can you remember what she said?
She was upset.
Can you remember her saying that she's sorry, and obviously she's sorry that she left you, and she's sorry that she moved away, and she thought that you might have blamed her for Mark's death. Did you blame her for Mark's death?
I know it wasn't her fault.
You know it wasn't her fault. Is there anything you want to say to Sherelle now? Anything that you didn't get to say before you passed away?
I love you. I love Jason. I wanted the best for you. Whatever you did, I just wanted the best for you. I love you. I love all my kids.
Very good. Thank you for the connection today. Sherelle? Sherelle? Did you hear what your mum said then?
Yes.
She loves you. She wanted what was best for you. She loves you, Jason, and all of her kids. And she doesn't blame you for Mark's death.
I heard her.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for the connection. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to count from 3 to 1. Just take some more deep breaths now. Breathing in and out. And another deep breath in. Very good. Moving now through time and space. Going back to another memory. 3. Go in there now. Do another sub memory. from the past, somewhere your soul needs to visit today. 2, and 1. You're there now. Let this memory from the past. Just allow yourself to take everything in. Just allow all your senses to become aware. And in this memory, is it day or night? Can you repeat? Did you say day?
Yes.
Daytime. Okay. Very good, thank you.
No. Oh, day or night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And what's happening here? Is your head okay?
Yes.
And what's happening in this memory?
I'm in Delaware.
You're in Delaware. And how old are you here?
It's when I was living with my cousin,
When you were living with your cousin.
Crystal.
Mm-hmm. And what's happening in this memory?
She's telling me I can't use her laptop to look for.
Mm-hmm.
She takes the laptop away from me.
Mm.
I was trying to look for jobs.
And why did she take the laptop away from you?
She said she needed it.
How does that make you feel when she takes the laptop away from you?
Just adds more to the type of person she is.
Mm-hmm.
And
And what type of person is she?
type of person who
Crystal.
is jealous of others and has to be the best,
Mm.
has to be on top.
Mm. Okay. What I want you to do is to lend your mind and lips. And I'm going to speak to Crystal, and we're just going to find out what's happening here and why she's treating you like that. 3, 2, 1. Crystal, you can express yourself now through Sharon, using her mind and her lips. What's happening here, Crystal?
I don't really want you and your son here. I just want extra money.
You just want extra money. So why are you snatching the laptop off Sherelle if she's trying to look for a job?
I told you I just want more money.
But if she
That's
hasn't
why
got if she hasn't got a job, then how can she give you money?
that's not my problem.
Okay. Why don't you like Sherelle?
I don't know. I just don't.
Has
She's
she ever?
weak. She's weak.
She's weak. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you strong then?
Yes, I am.
And what makes you strong?
Because I know how to talk to people and
Oh,
get things done.
and how is it you're supposed to talk to people?
You have to put people in their place.
So you think by putting people in their place, that's the right way to talk to them, and you get what you want?
Well, it's worked for me.
Mm. Did people used to do that to you?
No,
No. So how did you learn to talk to people like this?
I learned the hard way.
Okay. You learned the hard way. So what was hard for you? Or you had to learn that?
When I was younger, I went from my mother moved me and my brother around a lot,
Mm.
and I had to grow thick skin. I had to be tough because we moved around so much during my childhood.
Mm-hmm. Why did you need to be thick-skinned because you moved around?
Because I refused to let people take advantage of me.
But why would people take advantage of you?
Because I'm a female.
Because you're a female. And
Yes.
who would take advantage of you because you're a female?
Many people have.
Many people have.
Yes.
And when these people took advantage of you, how did that make you feel?
Angry.
Mm-hmm.
Not nice. Not nice.
Mm. And when these people took advantage of you, and obviously you feel angry and it doesn't feel nice, how is that affecting you in your life as a crystal?
Oh, I think I just wanted to be loved.
Mm. So when you're obviously you've had these feelings, you just want to be loved, people have took advantage of you, it makes you angry, it doesn't feel nice. Why then would you treat Sherelle like that when you know that it doesn't feel nice and you just want it to be loved? You have the opportunity to be the one to show the love as a strong woman, to share the love. Being strong doesn't mean being mean.
Because Sherelle's too nice.
Sherelle's too nice.
And it's easy to take advantage of her.
But why would
Because
you?
she's too nice. She needs
Yeah.
to be more like me.
But you've just said that you got took advantage of, and you're strong. You're the way you are, but you were took advantage of. So it doesn't make sense to be mean to Sherelle when she's the same. She's saying she's weak. She could be taken advantage of. Wouldn't you want to stick together as women and be strong? Teach Sherelle maybe how to be strong and not to go through what you went through?
She's always going to be thin. I told her that.
Thin? What's wrong with being thin?
Well, don't you know, everybody in the family, we're big.
Yeah,
We're bigger, and we struggle to get our weight down. But Sherelle, she's not like us.
But does that matter?
And she's weak.
So she's thin and she's weak. So if you think that she's weak, and you've obviously been there in that situation where somebody has taken advantage of you, wouldn't you want to help Sherelle, being your cousin, being your family? Teach her, show her how not to be taken advantage of?
I guess one would. But I just don't have time for people like her.
That because this has happened to you and it's the way of coping with what happened to you?
Well, that was years ago. That was when I was very, very young. I'm better than that now. I've moved past all of that, and Sherelle, she just is not as strong as me.
She reminds you of who you were back then. Is that correct, or because you think she's weak?
No, she doesn't remind me of me because I've always been better than her.
But you said that you've just told me that you've been through the things that she reminds you of the way she is, of being weak and taken advantage of, and you've been taken advantage of. What makes you think that you're better than Sherelle?
I went to a better college. I got a higher score on my SATs. I am a principal of a school. She was out of work for a few years. And she has a master's degree. If somebody has a master's degree, can't find a job, then obviously that's a problem. That's their own problem. That's something they're doing wrong, and she doesn't have any confidence in herself, so it's not my problem.
Do you think that
I'm confident in myself. Yes. I don't have any problems, so I don't.
Okay. Do you think that you've played a part in her being unconfident and having low self-esteem?
No.
No. Even when you're putting her down and saying that you're better than her? Do you not think that that would affect Sherelle and her self-esteem and her confidence, being her cousin and her family? Someone she should be able to look up to?
See, I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way.
I think that's the way Sherelle might see it.
Sherelle was an adult when she was living with me. So.
But that doesn't make sense. If she's an adult, it doesn't mean that, treating them like they're worthless or lower than you whether you're an adult or a child, if someone treats you in that way, it's still going to make you feel insecure, or it's still putting you down, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I don't see where, I guess sometimes we don't see where we're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was a little too much back then. I know I can be a bitch at times.
Mm.
I Maybe I was wrong.
Mm.
That's all I can say. But that's just how I am. That's
Okay.
just me.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That's
You're
very,
welcome.
very big thing to say. Is there anything else you want to say to Sharon?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for the connection today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And I want to speak to Sharon. 3, 2, and 1. Sharon.
Yes, yes, yes,
Did you hear what Crystal said?
yes.
And how do you feel about what Crystal said?
Doesn't surprise me.
Mm. Did you hear that she said that she thinks she was wrong? And she didn't actually know that the things that the way she was treating you would actually make you have this low self-esteem, or, these feelings. And that she actually also
Yes.
went through something in her childhood that made her hard in the way she is.
I never knew that.
No. So she said maybe that she was wrong for the way she treated you when you lived with her. And I think that...
I never knew that.
No. Okay. Is there anything that you want to say to Crystal?
I have nothing to say.
Okay. And how does that make you feel now, knowing what you know?
Not much difference, because she would never apologize. She never did apologize for something that, it was over 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel a little different that she sees that she was wrong, even though she didn't apologize.
Mm-hmm. The only thing with Crystal not apologising, I understand how that, sometimes we want an apology off someone that was wrong and they're not willing to give an apology.
Mm-hmm.
But you can let that go now inside of you, because sometimes we have to accept an apology and forgive somebody for something, for an apology that we did not receive. Because by holding on to the pain and the hurt of not receiving this apology, that's just hurting yourself. She's admitted that she was wrong, but you can let that go now.
Let it go.
Yeah, because you know that she knows she was wrong. And as I said, sometimes accepting an apology we haven't received is the hardest thing to do. But it means that we let it go ourselves. And we don't need to hold on to that grudge and that pain anymore. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
Are you ready to let go of that?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
So if you get this feeling, these feelings anywhere in your body, these feelings that Crystal made you feel
In my stomach.
in your stomach.
Yes.
Okay. And if these feelings had a texture, what would they be?
Mm. Mm. Like the feeling of wet skin.
Mm. Okay.
Feeling of, uh, like a slippery, like a slippery, uh, tingly texture.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
A nervousy, slippery texture.
Mm. Oh. And if it had a colour, what colour would it be?
Pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want you to now just visualise, just imagine removing that feeling, removing that texture, that slippery, that tingly texture, removing it from your stomach, removing all that pink energy from your stomach. And you can use your hands if you need to. And just remove all that feeling from your stomach. And just let me know when that's done.
Can I do this for all that type of same pain?
Yeah. Do you have that everywhere? Where else do you have that in your body?
Well, all of the people that I feel maybe have jealous fear towards me. That's where the feeling always is, right here in my stomach.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Yes, definitely. Remove all of it from everyone, from anyone. Just take it all out. Just imagine it, either pulling it out like a rope, or just imagine it dissolving. However's easiest to imagine it will be removed. Just take it all out and let it all go. You don't need that anymore. Very good. It's so good. Take it all out. Very good.
Okay.
Very good. And now, in that empty space in your stomach, what would you like to fill it up with?
Comfort.
Comfort.
Support.
Support.
Good friendship. Good people and love.
Beautiful. And if this energy, all these lovely things, good people, good friendship, love, comfort, if it had an energy frequency colour, what would it be?
Energy frequency.
A colour. Energy frequency colour, yeah. What colour would it be?
Color?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yellow.
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 Beautiful. Beautiful. So just fill up that space now with that support, that love, that beautiful yellow frequency. Fill it all up. And just let me know when that's done.
It's done.
Very good. Okay. And now, I just want you to go back to the moment, that memory, when you're there with Crystal, and when she took the computer from you. And I just want you to tell me, in that moment, did Crystal take away any of your energy in that moment?
No.
No. And did she give you any of her energy in that moment?
No.
Very good. Okay. So now, what I want you to do is just go back now to another memory. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And we're going to go to another memory, wherever you need to visit today. 3, move in there now, through time and space. 2, back to this sad memory, another memory. And 1. Just allow yourself to remember, taking everything in. And in this memory, is it day or night?
It's day.
It's daytime. Very good. And what's happening in this memory?
I'm walking outside and it's sunny out and nice. And I'm going to the ice cream truck because it came to the company. And I don't see it outside. And then I look over and Lisette is walking up the sidewalk. And I asked her, "Oh, do you know where the ice cream truck is? I was told it was in front of the building." And she said, "I think it's across the street." And I said, "Across the street?" She said, "Yeah." And so I went across the street to the ice cream truck, but it was gone. It was not at the building across the street. I ended up missing it, and I walked all the way back. And as I was coming in the building, um, walking up the steps, and Lisette was in a room somewhere, and she kind of jerked back and she said, "Did you find it?" And I said, "No." I said, "No, it was gone. It was gone." So, I think I missed it. Uh, but I knew that she was waiting for me to see when I was getting back. I was surprised because um, she waited downstairs, I think, just to see me, to make sure I got back okay. And and it just made me feel good, um, just to know that I was very surprised that she was still there and
Mm.
asked me if I found it.
And what
But just
happens next?
a few weeks later, she brought in some banana treats for everybody.
Mm.
Yeah, so it kind of made up from the ice cream not
Yeah.
being there. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And what happens when
It's
she
a good
brings
memory.
in? What happens when she brings in these treats, these banana treats?
Well, she comes over to our department and starts offering them to people,
Mm.
but she comes to me first and she tells me she already had the one picked out for me to take.
Mm.
And she said, take that one, take that one. And I said, oh, take this one? She said, yeah, it was the Oreo banana uh,
Mm.
uh, treat. And so I took it and I ate it and it was really good.
Mm.
And then she gave them out to other people who wanted one. So,
That's good.
but that
And how did you feel in this when she picked that one specially for you or saved that one specially for you?
I automatically knew she picked that one for me because she kept telling me to take it. So I knew, and I just had this feeling that because I couldn't get the ice cream that day,
Yeah,
she used that as an excuse to come over to the our side of the company to
yeah.
give out the bananas.
Mm. And how did that make you feel when you knew that and you thought that?
It made me feel really good.
Mm.
Made me feel really good.
Okay. So I'm just going to count from 3 to 1,
Hmm.
and we're just going to move forward.
Yes.
Forward with this memory of when you were working with Lisa. Just go for the next significant memory. 3, 2, and 1. Just remembering the next significant event and what's happening in this memory.
I I'm looking at my phone and
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading her response from a message I sent her on LinkedIn
Mm.
after I found out she was um, let go from the company.
Mm.
And her response was, hi, dear. I hope you are doing well as too. And I thank you so much for this message. I will always keep my head up. And dear, I hope you do the same. Love and laughter, Lisa.
Lovely. And how does that make you feel when you're reading that message?
It made me so happy that what I said made her happy.
Mm.
And I was so happy that I sent pictures of hearts back. And then I sent a picture of my walk in the park.
Mm.
And I told her I have listened to my meditation that day.
Mm.
And then I didn't get a response back from that. And I kind of got a feeling that maybe I shouldn't have sent the last two items.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, a month later, I thought I would send her a LinkedIn request
Mm-hmm.
uh, because we were connected on LinkedIn, but this was early when I first met her,
Mm.
and she posted something on there one day, and I it, I liked it. I hit the like button, and she removed me as a connection. I thought that was found that to be very strange. Never got, I never discussed that with her, why that she did that. But so I thought I would send another request,
Mm.
see what happens this time after the messages. And she did not accept it. Yeah,
So what I'm going to do
yeah.
is I want you to know,
Mm-hmm.
just imagine that you're speaking on behalf of Lizette. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And remember, we're all spirits in time and space. And we can all connect to each other. And I want to speak to Lizette. 3, 2, and 1. Lizette, you can speak to me now. Through Sherelle, using her mind and lips. You're there in this memory when you blocked Sherelle.
Yes.
Thank you for the connection, Lizette. What's happening here, Lizette, when you blocked Sherelle?
I got scared.
You got scared.
Yeah.
What did you get scared from?
I couldn't stop looking at her. I didn't want to look at her pictures anymore
Why didn't you want to look at her pictures anymore?
because I'm afraid. I'm afraid
What are you afraid of?
what I feel.
Mm-hmm. And what do you feel?
I don't know what I felt then. I didn't know. I was confused,
Mm.
but I felt something.
Mm.
And I
So
didn't know if I could trust her.
you didn't know if you could trust her.
Yes.
Trust her in what way?
But my heart,
Mm. Have you not been able to trust someone else before?
yes.
Mm. And that's why you felt that you couldn't trust Sherelle.
Yes.
Okay. Sherelle was a little bit upset by the fact that you blocked her because she was a bit confused. She didn't know why you blocked her. Is
You
there
had
any,
nothing to do with her. Really?
it had nothing to do with her.
No. Just me. Me.
Mm. Is there anything you want to say to Cheryl now? Because she can hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Really sorry. What I did wasn't fair to you. Um, and I wanted you to know that I feel the same way. I feel the same way. It's just hard for me to communicate what it is I'm feeling. And I'm afraid, I don't know, I'm afraid in some sense to talk to you, but I'm sorry. Um, Sorry for blocking you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay. I'd just like to say thank you so much for the connection today.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to speak back to Cheryl. 3, 2, and 1. Cheryl,
Yes. Yeah.
did you hear what Lisa said?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel good.
Makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to say to Lisa because she can still hear you?
Um, if I tried to contact you, I mean, I've been afraid to contact you since. I tried to send you Facebook connection, but you wouldn't accept. And but I wanted to know if I sent you another message on LinkedIn, would that be okay? Or would you block me?
Okay.
That is my question. Would you, Lisa, would you respond if I messaged you on LinkedIn?
Lisa, would you respond if Cheryl tried to connect with you again?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. Cheryl.
Yes.
Very good.
Mm.
Okay, Cheryl. What I'm going to do now, I just want you to take some deep breaths in. Just take some deep breaths in and out. Cheryl. Very good. And we're just going to move now Moving to another memory. Anywhere your soul needs to go today. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And we're going to go there. 3. Moving through time and space. 2. And 1. You're there now. In this memory, just allow yourself to take everything in. Allow yourself to remember. And in this memory, is a day now. This day. And what's happening in this memory?
It's day.
It's day. And what's happening in this memory?
In this memory, I'm in New York with me and Jason, my son. My friend Enzo, we're spending Christmas with him. He invited us and we had dinner. We're in the living room. We're in the living room and he's taken out an old PlayStation so Jason can play soccer on his, and he's giving me his debit card so I can go to the market and get a bottle of wine.
Okay. What happens next?
Next, after I get back, Jason's playing his game and he's playing soccer on Enzo's cooking, and we have a really good Christmas Day dinner. It was like we were family, and all 3 of us took a picture together, and it was really nice.
And how does that make you feel in that moment when you're there? You feel like a family.
It made me feel so very, very happy, and happy that my son really connected with Enzo, and the whole day was just it was a great memory, and that I would never will always remember.
That's beautiful.
Always remember.
Okay. So what is the significance of this memory to you? Why have you been shown this memory today?
I think because I still need to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
I need to forgive Enzo.
Mm-hmm.
I need to forgive Enzo for when I decided to move and leave the East Coast.
Mm.
He didn't come after me. You know, we didn't communicate for some time
Mm.
before and when I tried to email him to tell him I was moving, I decided to do this, that he didn't even he didn't even come after me. He just kind of like, and I know he had his own problems going on, and
Mm.
but so I felt like, I was angry with him for so long because he didn't
He didn't come after you.
he didn't come after me.
Mm. Okay.
So, when I first moved here, I was still very much thinking of him.
Mm.
I still I still love him in a sense,
Mm.
but not the way I did then. Not the way I did then. And when I came, I just think I still want to forgive him.
Mm.
Um, he's still in my thoughts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. I don't even know whether he's still in the States or if he went back to Italy. I'm not sure. I don't know. And but I look at it like this. I said, wow, um, why should I care? Obviously, he hasn't tried to reach out.
So when he didn't call you, obviously, he texted you and you ignored him and he didn't even bother calling you. How did that make you feel?
Make me feel it didn't make me it made me feel like I wasn't important. Like I was just a doormat. I was just somebody there to help him when he needed certain types of help,
Mm.
and that was it.
Where do you think that you kept these emotions and these feelings of resentment and that you need to forgive him? Where do you think that you keep these emotions in your body?
Mm. My Lord, right here.
Lower back. Okay. So if this pain in your lower back, if it had a texture, what would it be?
Like a scruffy hair, or like a beard,
For a
a
beard.
beard. Yeah,
Um, and if it had a colour, what colour would it be?
black.
Black. So what I want you to do is just imagine this scruffy, this beard-like, black feeling. Just imagine that you're going to take that all out of your lower back now, and anywhere else it might be in your body. Just imagine yourself removing all that energy from your body. Just taking it all out. And just let me know when that's done.
done.
Very good. And now, in this empty space, what would you like to fill that with?
Can you repeat that?
In this empty space, what would you like to fill it with?
I would like to fill it with a meaningful relationship. The family, a complete family, and
Very good.
support, physical support. Physical support.
Support. Okay, very good. And if you could put a colour frequency in there, what would you like to put in there? What colour would you like to put in there?
Red.
Red. Okay. I want you to fill up that empty space with all that beautiful red, meaningful relationships, that beautiful family, that family support. Just fill it all up with a beautiful family unit. Feeling.
And I already have a beautiful family. When I say beautiful, I mean complete.
Yes, complete and whole.
Yes.
Very good. And just let me know when that's filled up.
It's filled.
Very good. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to take some deep breaths in. And I just want you to visualize your body. And I want you to shine a bright, white light over your whole body. Just imagine a beautiful, bright, white light shining over your whole body. And I just want you to let me know, are there any shadows? Or are there any dark spots? Or is it all shining, beautiful white light?
Just like on the side, on the right side of my leg, on the right to the bottom, there's some shadow.
Some shadow.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And I want you to imagine that you're going to bring that shadow up, bring it all the way up your body, all the way up to your mind, and let this shadow express itself through you, using your mind and using your lips. 3, bringing the shadow up now. 2, bringing it up to your mind. And 1. You can express yourself now. Hello? Who am I talking to?
I'm the fear.
Fear.
I'm the
Okay.
fear.
You're the fear. And what are you the fear for?
You're feared of walking places. That's the fear I am. You're afraid to go places and afraid of new.
Afraid of new. Why is this fear here? Why does Shirelle have this fear?
Because people have hurt her before. Yeah, people have hurt her before. Not physically, but other ways.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the shadow that's there for fear.
Okay.
Fear.
But does Shirelle need to have this fear any longer?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So can we release this fear back to the light now?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to do, Shirelle, is I want you to just imagine all that fear just dissolving away. Just imagine it going off into the light. You no longer need that fear. Just take it out, all out. And just let me know when you've taken it all out.
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So just now, visualize your body with that beautiful white light shining on your body. Is there any more shadows on that leg?
No.
Okay. Now just shine that beautiful white light over the rest of your body, over your head, shoulders, chest, abdomen, over your hips, thighs, knees and feet. Are you shining bright white light? Or are there any shadows or dark patches?
No.
No. Shining bright white light.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Is there anything else? Anywhere else that you need to visit today?
No.
No. Okay.